Good morning. A little early today. I think the storm's finally passed. I'm out here at my modified punching bag. I could do this. I could use a tree. Some people attach this to a chair. I don't. I wouldn't recommend duct taping it to a chair, but sometimes you can wedge it in it. But this is my partner for One Steps. This is my punching bag. I don't actually punch or kick this very hard because this is pretty solid. Again, a tree could be used. There's actually a history of people in martial arts going ahead and trying to toughen their legs and their shins by kicking trees, and that's okay. We're actually going to do a couple of things where we do kick at this with a little bit of power, but it's to show you form and what you're hitting with, and not trying to break anything or toughen up your legs or kill the nerves in your arms to try to be able to hit harder. I don't want you to do any of that. Uh, I've kind of warmed up already, so I'll leave that up to you how you want to warm up. But I'm going to do some slow kicks to start with. Uh, so I'm using this for balance, and I'm just going to do my regular slow front kick. Again, trying to work form and feel that burn. I'm going to add a side kick to it, and you can do as many of those as you want. I'm just trying to give you some ideas on how to work out. Now I go ahead and pivot my bottom foot. I don't always recommend doing that, but being in the grass and the mud, I'm going to do that. And the pole here again is just for balance. So the reason I pivoted is I'm going to do a front kick, side kick, front kick, side kick. And one of the things is keeping that knee up. And once you feel you can do those well, and of course, make sure you do them on both legs. Woo! There's balance. Then we're going to add a back kick to it. So again, I have my foot somewhat pivoted. Front kick, side kick, keeping that knee up. Back kick. Front, side, back. And you can mix those up. You can go front, back, side, front. Change them around. A little bit of fun way to work out those thighs. Now let me get back to the pole. uh, when I do a front kick, remember we're always trying to pull those toes back. And I have shoes on today, so you can't really see my toes. But if you can imagine, if you hit with my toes, that's going to hurt. So I'm going to pull my toes back, have them pulled back right now, and then I can kick more with the bottom of the shoe. And all the pole is doing, besides dropping water on me, is give me a little bit of resistance and feedback. Again, I'm not hitting it hard, just enough to get a feel of what it's like to hit something. I have a tree over here. I could do the same thing with a tree. Now, if you want to do a roundhouse kick, I would recommend again with the ball of the foot. Remember, there's two ways we can strike top of the foot in sip almost, or we can try to hit. Maybe if I come this way, you can hit top of the foot, or you can strike ball of the foot. Let me slow that down a little bit. There. Uh, so I can say over here. So when I'm doing my roundhouse kick, I'm just hitting with the ball of the foot. Again, trying to almost like the bottom of the shoe. Now the other one is the side kick. And for this one, I want to hit with the heel. So when I pull my knee up, it's the bottom of my foot, probably couldn't see that, or my heel that hits. And remember, the side kick is really a thrusting or pushing kick. And this one you can hit with a little more power if you hit it properly. And that's hitting with the heel. Now you want to make a really challenge one with a pole like this is stand here and slowly do a roundhouse kick. If you can keep your balance. Don't know why my balance is off this morning. But a roundhouse kick, side kick. Round, side, round, side. And the idea is if I don't do my side kick properly with a push or a thrust straight line, I'm going to end up doing a round and a round. And I really want to do a round and a side. So, a few different ways you can do kicks. And you can mix up your kicks. You can do those hook kicks and crescent kicks, whatever kick you want to do against this. Just don't hit it hard and break anything. Now, my arm. Uh, I had a question about one steps. What do I mean, left hand, right hand? And my partner here is a bit of a wimpy arm, won't keep it straight. Or the old pool noodle. Hopefully, none of my kids will see that I've stolen one of their pool noodles. Anyways, this is supposed to be a punch to the nose. That's how we do our one steps. But I use this for other things. Now, you want to hit something hard or faster. Ah, I missed it. It's good target practice. There you go. So now I have a target. And that works good for my kicks. It can even do punches, although I would come to the side for the punches to hit them. And it moves a little bit, which is nice for targeting because I can't, this is a static target. I always know where it's going to be, where somebody in a fight is moving. So if I move a little, I have to try to hit a moving target. But back to one step. So I have my punch. Number one, and I usually start with it just about to touch me. I come back and I block and I elbow. Now that's the traditional, they have punched with the right arm. What if they punched with the left arm? Well, then I have to do it opposite. So I step back right, block left, elbow left. So here's number one. Eight, eight, two, eight. Now left, eight. Number three, eight. And then left, eight. And we call them right and left because if you think of a right punch and a left punch. And we usually practice them just with the right side, imagining the right-handed attacker. Although you need to do both. Now, we don't really test both according to the manual until second degree, first degree, second degree black belt. Uh, but it's a good idea to practice both. Nothing else that makes you remember them better. So this is my one step. And you can run through most of the technique. Some of them, I'm trying to think, like 20, reblock, elbow, strike back, snap it. Need to get a new pool noodle now. Which actually in the real world, you're supposed to dislocate their shoulder. So you can imagine that. I have a shorter arm now. But you can still get the idea and maybe not bend it quite that far where it snaps. Although that really should have taken that. They're old ones. I guess when the quarantine lifts, I can go get a new one. Don't tell my kids. Anyways, just something you can do with a pool noodle. We use pool noodles a lot in class. so you may be kind of familiar with them. I just duct taped it to this pole, and you can use the pole as your punching bag. Again, you can use a tree, a post anywhere. You can strap or wedge this into something like a chair if you don't have a tree or a pole in your backyard. Um, Anyway, just getting creative. I have a few more creative things I want to do for an indoor workout. Kind of waiting for a day that it's actually raining outside. So far, I've managed to avoid it. But I have some ideas for that. That's going to be another video. Make sure you're doing your one steps, right sided and left sided, and running through your forms. Hopefully, I'm going to be doing some of the higher forms soon. So if you want to see the knife form and sword forms, if not, you can search for them on YouTube. There's some good videos out there. But I know sometimes people like to watch their instructor do it. I hope you are staying safe, uh, keeping away from everyone. I know we're talking about reopening things soon. There's even some hint that the Y may open soon. No guarantees, so don't hold me against that or hold that against me. Uh, I don't think we're going to have classes for a little while, but at least the equipment might be open and the track will be open, and maybe the pool. We'll have to wait and see. But we're hoping in May we can start getting back to normal at the Y. Uh, Otherwise, stay safe, keep training hard. Tung Su.